Okay, hello Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Good morning and welcome to Friday. And today we are cooking some sausage.
Yo.
Yes, sausage rolls. Okay, one of our favourites. Okay, really simple recipe. So let's get started. Just to say, you need to preheat your oven at 200 degrees. Okay, for this. Right. So first of all, then you need your sausage meat. We said about 400 grams worth. Obviously, if you are doing a vegetarian option, as I said to you, I'm not going to be showing that now, but what you need to do, say, chop up some mushrooms, some onions, cheese, mix it all together, and then you can kind of put that in the same way as you would the sausage meat when we get to that point, okay? So let's squeeze this in. So do you want to squeeze the top of that? So squeezing the sausage meat, if you cut it, just squeeze it, and you can see it will come out here. Is it all coming out? Whoa.
You do yes.
Yeah.
It's got hard.
Yeah, so squeeze out the sausage meat. Remember, obviously, you are dealing with kind of raw meat, so do make sure you wash your hands well after doing this, okay, at the end of it. So we'll wash your hands at the end, you don't want to touch it. So get rid of that, okay. So you got your sausage meat in. Now, with this, really simple. Now, everyone has their different recipes. I add a little bit of garlic, so you can, now when I say a little bit, I smell that, do you like that?
No.
Just a little bit of garlic. Now, really little bit, like half a clove, a little bit less if you're using cloves, or I use this lazy garlic. It's really easy. Just a tiny bit on a teaspoon. Should we put that in there? You want to put that in?
No, you smells yuck.
Doesn't smell that yuck. You like it when it's cooked. Right, start mixing that around it. Okay, so a little bit of garlic in just to start. Now, herbs-wise, we said about herbs, okay. Now, sage you could use a bit of thyme, you could use a bit of rosemary, basil, whatever little herb you like. Now we had a little smell earlier, and you like this one, don't you? Smell that one again? And what's this one called? You remember rosemary. We're going to use a bit of rosemary. So we're going to sprinkle. Do you want to sprinkle a little bit of that in there, Isabelle? So, because that's the one we like. Now you can obviously use fresh herbs. Chop up a little bit, just a little bit. Whoa, a bit more. Yeah, and we're going to use some rosemary, and it just gives it. Does that smell that now? Does that smell good?
Yeah, that smells like a sausage.
So, Isabelle, can you give that a good stir around? Okay, and this is your sausage meat. Now, as we're stirring that, this is one of the magic secret ingredients, and it doesn't seem like much, but water, okay? Little bit of water poured into it, okay? Because when we do it, that makes the puff pastry really puff up. Lovely. Yeah, so now you don't need much. I'll say when is. Yeah, that's enough. Just a little dribble, okay? And that, stir it around a bit, is for me. It will make your sausage meat mix quite wet and quite a bit kind of sticky looking, but that's what you want, okay? And it just gives it that bit of a puff at the end, so it's an important thing. Don't put too much in. You can see. Do you want to show it? If I don't show it up there. Whoop, there it is. Okay, look good. Right, so that's your sausage meat ready to go. So then you want to get a little floured board, and then your puff pastry. Now we've got puff pastry roll. Okay, and you can get a block and roll it out if you want. But should we roll it? Do you want to roll that end? Roll it. Good to get this out of the fridge first, okay? It does say on the pack.
Stop.
Just keep rolling until it finishes. Because otherwise it's a bit hard. So once you unroll it, now with this one, it's got let's get it off there.
Oh, because it's a bit stuck.
It is a bit stuck. So then you've got it. Nice roll out. This one's clever because it's got actually a piece of baking parchment, which you can then put straight on your baking tray for when you cook it. Okay, there it is. So, it'll be quite cold, but just make sure it's got a bit of that on there. Right, does that look good? So, what do we need to do next? We need to make it into two, okay? So, this is the bit where you can get an adult to help you, okay? So, it is a knife, okay, or a very sensible child. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, is just get it there and just, Isabelle, do you want to get the other side of that? Just pull it along. So, we're cutting it in half, cutting the sheet in half. Lengthways like that, okay? So you can see now, we cut it and you've got two strips there, okay? So then, what do we need to do now? We need to get the sausage meat.
Onto them splits.
Yeah, so now with your sausage meat, okay, what you need to do It's just, I'm gonna kind of get it off there first.
Here, it's nearly the end now.
Is it nearly the end? So, now, this is a bit of a messy bit. Shall I do this bit? I'm trying to get you all messy. You've got an important job to do in a minute, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, what you're doing...
Putting them all up.
Yes! is just basically shape the sausage meat into kind of tubes all the way down it. Okay, you don't want it too thick, do we? Because otherwise it will kind of burst out. But just do it all the way along. Are you showing it? Are you? Look at that. So now we've got 2 long kind of tubes of sausage meat. Now, this is where it gets good. So what we need to do, that's all ready. Now we need to crack an egg. Isabelle, this is your time to crack an egg. Okay, so Isabelle's going to... That's it. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly while Isabelle cracks an egg. Can you crack it? Good girl. Excellent. Look at that. Perfect cracking of an egg. Well done, Isabelle. Right. Right, so Isabelle has cracked her egg. I've just quickly given my hands a quick wash. Perfect.
I need to wash.
You don't need to, that's fine. I'll tell you what.
I need wipe.
I'm going to wipe, there you go. Right, so now, with that egg, just whisk it round. Okay. Done?
Yeah.
So whisk it round. Then, what you need to do, okay, is just, and this way you can do this, first of all, on the side closest to you, just, you ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Just brush all the way along. Okay, can you do that all the way along? So brush all the way along, okay? Right. And then do the same on the one at the top. So the nearest side to you, can brush all the way along that bit as well. Yeah, that's it. All the way along, brushing along the top. And that basically is like a glue. This uses as a glue. Then, this is the bit where you roll your sausage. So, Isabelle, do you want to get the other side?
No, thank you.
Just get that. Can you help me?
You do that bit.
So, ready? Pull it with me. So now you're rolling it towards you, okay? And as you roll it towards you, it will get that stick, okay? Then you've got a big tube like...
Then you cut it in half.
Right, now, so then you've got your tube of sausage, okay? Just like that. Now, you can see.
Rainbow. Upside down.
Now,
rainbow.
if you want to, obviously, at the top of that, lots of people have their own different things. You could put...
Rainbow.
Well, you could put a bit of cheese in it, sprinkle on it before you roll it up. You could put a bit of like chutney, some red onion chutney or something along the top of it. Anything you like, just to give it a little extra. But they are great. Make some of these just normal ones like this if you can. Then you need to cut it into sausage roll bits, don't you? Now you can have lots of little ones. You can have some bigger ones if you want to. So we're going to have some little ones. Now, as you cut them, you want to put them on your tray. Okay, so we've got our tray ready here. Okay, so ready to go on. Right, Isabelle, if I cut a few, then you can cut some too. Oh, sausage meat jumped out.
Silly sausage meat.
Silly sausage meat. Now, Isabelle, do you want to cut a couple?
Yes, please.
So, obviously, it's good to get children involved with these things, but just be really careful. Obviously, get it as a sharp knife. And the next one. Do you want to cut the next one? Good girl. Okay. And shall Daddy do
I did that one on myself.
You did. Well done. It's real excellent skills, this, of learning and doing things. Are you going to be a famous chef when you grow up?
No. I'm more like to be a teacher.
A teacher? What, like Daddy?
Yeah.
I think that'd be good, wouldn't it? You'd be a good teacher. Right. Right, okay. So that's that one. And then you do exactly the same with the other one. Okay. Do you want to help me roll this one?
Yeah.
Go on then. Roll.
Yeah.
Roll. Okay, now as you roll it, make sure when you put it on that the bit where you've put it together is on the top, so the kind of the join is on the top when you put it in the oven. Okay, so the same with this one. I'm just going to quickly do this, not too quickly because we're using a knife. Now when I say you can have them as don't worry if there's a bit of sausage meat falls out or whatever. They should look like really kind of rustic and good old sausage rolls. Make sure the joint's still there at the top though. Okay. Oh, look at all the sausage meat is jumping out again. Is.
Silly sausage.
I'm gonna run out of space on this.
I think you are.
Right. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, count them as well. How many have we got? How many sausage rolls?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there's too many.
40,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10,
11,
12,
13,
14, 15, 16, 17.
18, 19, 20.
So we've got about 20 sausage rolls. Good chance of maths there as well. Miss Anderson will be happy. So there you go. You've got about 20 sausage rolls ready to go. Pretty much. One last thing to do. Okay. What do we need to do on the top is?
Put more egg on the top.
Yeah. So I'll just do.
You get my finger.
So
Eggy.
just need to egg the
Not
top.
do it too fast because you will splat at me.
Yeah. Do you want to do some now? Egg the rest. So just egg the top. It just gives them a little kind of
Yes,
brown
I have
glaze. All of these
seen
from there is. Okay, so egg the top, gives them a bit of a glaze. Now, one last thing you can do, I like to do, you don't have to, if you've got them, a few little sesame seeds, just drizzle on the top, okay? Don't have to, it just gives them a little bit of a crunch on the top, okay? I'm just going to put a few on. If you don't have these, again, all just extras. And, you know, when you get recipes like this, becoming a cook and doing your own thing is just, yeah, changing it to how you like it. Good girl. Just do your last ones. And, you know, finding your own way. I think that's all of them. I'm going to put...
I want to do some.
Okay, just sprinkle on these ones. Okay, and last ones. Whoa! I think that's going to have quite a few sesame seeds. So, Isabelle, do you want to show them? Whoa, look at those. Do they look yummy? So, we have
Can't
to...
wait to cook them and eat them all up.
Yes. So, they now need to go in the oven, 200 degrees. About half an hour, 30 minutes, okay? They might need a little bit longer, potentially. Just look at them. Obviously, you can tell if they're starting to go crisp.
And you cut the clock.
Yeah, look at the clock, absolutely. And about half an hour, but judge them as you always do. They need to be really piping hot. When they come out, they will be really hot, hot, hot. So be careful. Put them on a wire rack, okay? Let them cool because they will be really hot inside, okay? But hopefully you'll think they're delicious, okay? Enjoy. Happy Friday. Post your pictures on Twitter. We're going to say bye then.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.